Gladiator 2 is directed by Ridley Scott, and it stars Paul Mescal, Pedro Pascal, Connie Nielsen, Denzel Washington, and more. And it's the sequel to Gladiator, 24 years later after the first one came out. Wow. Okay, so it tells the story of the son of Maximus, Lucius, played by Paul Mescal. And he must go into the Colosseum after his home was invaded by the ruthless leaders of ancient Rome in this movie's timeline. And now he must seek revenge. So yeah, it's a revenge movie. And I gotta say, Gladiator 2, fucking phenomenal. I really love this film. Is it as good as the first Gladiator? It's tough to say, but is it a worthy successor to Gladiator? Yes, abso-fucking-lutely. So, what makes Gladiator 2 such a massive surprise and such a great film? Well, I'll tell you, the performances and the action sequences. Holy shit. The acting from everybody in this movie is top-notch. Denzel Washington especially. He is great here. This is the best performance I've seen from him in a long time. He was excellent. One of the most compelling parts of the movie. And yes, all of the other actors are great too. Paul Mescal is really good as the lead. Pedro Pascal is really good here. And now let's talk about the action sequences. The action sequences are awesome. Holy shit. If you want gore, blood, dismemberment, good fight choreography, big epic scope, you get all that in Gladiator 2. It is wonderful to watch. I wish I would have seen this in IMAX, because it is an absolute wonderful spectacle and deserves to be seen on the biggest screen possible. This movie just feels epic. It feels like a true epic, and I loved every bit of that. And this movie's runtime, it's a little bit shorter than the first one. It's only 2 hours and 28 minutes. And it goes by super fast. Not a single dull moment in this movie, because something's always happening. It's either great character moments, great plot moments, and phenomenal action sequences. Because not only is this movie packed with great plot, it is also packed with some absolutely incredible action. It is absolutely mind-blowing how a person as old as Ridley Scott can still craft something as big, epic, and beautiful as Gladiator 2. This guy's almost 90. I mean, he proved it last year how good of a fucking epic he can make with Napoleon. And although I do think Gladiator 2 is better than Napoleon, I think it is absolutely incredible how a guy this old can still beautifully craft such an amazing action epic. He proved that in 2021 with The Last Duel, he proved that last year with Napoleon, and now he proves it again this year with Gladiator 2. It seems like when he's mainly doing like big action-packed epics, he knows what he's doing. He can make a damn good film. I mean, there's every once in a while where he'll come up with a good drama, like straight up drama too, I don't know, let's see. All the Money in the World? That was a phenomenal movie. What else? Oh yeah, The Martian, which is a sci-fi movie, but also a drama at times too. That's his best film of the 21st century. Still. The Martian is great, but yeah, when you look at all the big hits that he's made, no, I'm not talking about financial hits, just quality hits. He knows what he's doing when it comes to big epics. And yeah, Gladiator 2 is one of those ones where I don't know if it's going to be a financial success, but goddamn is this movie good. The only real issue I could think of when it comes to Gladiator 2 is that in the first act, while there's some amazing action going on, the movie's opening action sequence is fucking incredible. But when it comes to just the first act, it really does go into familiar territory, but once the second act hits, it becomes its own thing, and that's where this movie really shines. So yeah, if you're just so yeah, the only real issue in Gladiator 2 is that the first act just feels a bit been there, done that. That's really it for my problems with Gladiator 2. I love this film. It's a fast-paced 2.5 hours with a great plot, awesome performances, compelling characters, and some absolutely exhilarating action. I absolutely recommend seeing Gladiator 2 on the biggest screen possible with the loudest speakers. It deserves to be seen in theaters. I hope this movie does not flop. I think it absolutely is worth your time. I am going to give Gladiator 2 an A.